Eye on Sun Valley's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Patrick Buchanan, agent.
Welcome to the Board Bin. Since 1988, the Board Bin has been supporting Sideways Sports with the best selection of snow and skateboards in Idaho. We have a great variety of rental packages of top quality to choose from, and so much more. The hottest in snow sports, fashion, a women's boutique, an extensive shoe collection, a kids department, and even bathing suits. The Board Bin. Fun in the sun, fun in the snow, gifts for the entire family.
I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, and it's my good fortune to welcome this week's Athlete of the Week, Dakota Rose King Hutton, Wood River High School track and field all-around athlete, and as of just a few days ago, recent high school graduate. Dakota, congratulations. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, wanted to have you on here because you just completed a pretty amazing career in track and other things athletically. But also just as a student athlete, and you're now a high school graduate. How's that feel?
It feels amazing. It's incredible that it went by so fast,
Yep.
and now I'm moving on to the next chapter of my life.
Right. There's got to be some like a bit bittersweet though, right, going on?
Oh yes, it's really hard to say goodbye to some things. A lot of my classmates, a lot of my teachers and mentors, but it's super cool to have something that was so wonderful that's so hard to leave.
Right. It's been great because it's so hard to leave, but
Yeah.
you've got the next chapter that's going to be exciting as well. You started off in high school doing playing basketball, track, cross country. Tell us a little bit about your progression and where you got to focusing on track by the time you were a senior.
So I started off playing basketball, cross country, and running track, all three sports. And then after my freshman year, I stopped with cross country because I was having issues with shin splints.
Okay.
And the longer distance wasn't really working with me.
Right.
And then I finished playing basketball after my sophomore year and decided to switch to weightlifting to then help me with track and field and just gain that baseline with strength and
Right,
everything. So by my junior and senior year, I was completely focused on track.
And in track, you do the sprints and you do some field, the long jump and the triple jump. Tell what's the dynamic between those? I mean, obviously, long jump and triple jump are speed events too. How does it all work, and how does your training mesh?
So obviously you have to be fast to run up to the pit
Yep.
and run up to your boards. So there's a lot of speed training that just goes into that factor. And then your build-up's really important so that you're consistent on the board and you're not scratching all the time. So a lot of our work is working on consistency on the board.
Right, that technique, there's a lot of technique involved, right?
Yes, and we also then just do a lot of in-air mechanics of working on our hang position, which
Okay.
is when you're in the air and you're trying to get into the right position to get as far as you can.
Wow, those of us that don't get into the air I can't even fathom that. But that's so cool. Your hang position.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then a lot of just landing stuff and trying to figure out the best way to land and how that would make you most successful in getting the farthest.
Right, and explain to us lay folks about the triple jump. It's different than than just the long jump. There's a lot more power involved, right?
Yes, so there instead of one jump, there's three, and I do right, left.
Okay.
So you do the same jump on one leg and then go off another leg.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of power in that event just because you are taking more jumps.
Right.
And you have to have a lot of speed to carry yourself to the pit because you're starting pretty far back. And then landing and all the in-air mechanics are virtually the same. It's usually just those three jumps
Right.
that are
You're not in
different.
the air as long, I would assume, on the last phase of the triple jump as you are on your long jump, right?
That's correct,
Yeah.
yeah. Just because you don't have as much like direct speed off of that.
Right. Well, you performed incredibly. You dominated in the districts and the conference, and then you went on to state, and you got 4th in the long jump. Congratulations!
Yes, thank you.
What's it like? You're going, the level of competition when you go to state is a huge jump.
Yes. Yeah, it was amazing. Long jump has been my favorite event since freshman year. It's been my dream to go to state and podium, and so that dream followed through and carried out, and it was just amazing to live up to that. And I PR'd at state, so that was wonderful.
And how long was that personal record for you?
It was 16.4 1/2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's flying.
Yeah.
Flying through the air. That's wonderful. And you were also a part of the 4x100 team at Wood River that picked up 5th at the state.
Yes.
Wow, little old Wood River. You guys did a great job representing.
Yes, thank you.
So what sports-wise, you're going to continue that into this next chapter? Where are you headed for school?
I'm going to Northwest Nazarene University.
Wonderful.
Over in Boise, Idaho.
Yep.
And I was recruited to run track and field and sprint and jump for them.
Oh, good. Well, that's going to be fun to watch you your career continue and progress. Good luck with that. Another interesting aspect of sports that I saw from you is you were a trainer, and like an assistant trainer. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I started in the sports medicine program my junior year.
Yep.
And I was working under our athletic trainer, Wes.
Right.
And he really showed me that I wanted to go into sports medicine and possibly become an athletic trainer or something in the field.
Yes.
And so I've gotten to work on the football field, down with all the players, and do anything from minor cuts and bruises to actually backboarding and working with some really high level of injuries.
Right. Well, fantastic. And on top of everything else, you've wrapped up this year receiving a couple of pretty awesome awards: the Bob Shea Most Inspirational for Track and the Wolverine Award. What's it mean to you to be recognized and to like that with those awards?
It was amazing. Being voted most inspirational was incredible, especially my senior year, finishing up my career.
Right.
And then the Wolverine Award is a leadership award, so that was just super cool. I wasn't expecting that one. No one told me about that, so that was a really cool surprise at the award ceremony to then be recognized for that.
Well, to be recognized, I think on and off, you've been a student athlete your whole high school career, and you deserve all the recognition and awards. And I know you also won a scholarship too from the Blaine County Democrats, I think. So
yes.
You got it all going on, and that's awesome. And good luck in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us. My guest has been Dakota King Hutton, Wood River Wolverine. I want to thank our sponsors for making Athlete of the Week possible. Patrick Buchanan, State Farm Insurance, Sun Valley Associates, a tradition of excellence since 1962. The Board Bin, Fun in the Sun, Fun in the Snow, and Zenergy, their new studio pivot. Get out there and get a workout in. I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports and Wood River Valley athletes extraordinaire for you.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.